child growing up in Bradford South should have as many life chances
I'm
and
watching
opportunities as a child from the wealthiest parts of the
the
country. It cannot be acceptable
inequality and social mobility
this will not be
debate.
solved by any one policy alone. A whole-scale response
And
to bring around structural change
I
to
have never
opportunity.
seen more clearly the condition that politicians cannot see themselves in. All of them are trapped in a cave, in a cave where their human condition is not acknowledged by them themselves. They can't see that they are trapped in a system that prevents social mobility and equality. And the only way they can think to improve this problem of social mobility and inequality is to pump money into curing the problem. And they don't realise that money is not going to cure the problem. And offering ways of improving social mobility and allowing people to climb the monetary ladder of improving themselves is only and is always going to be only offered to a minority. That is the way the system has always operated. They talk about education and they say that, we need to educate the children properly and more effectively and efficiently so that they're able to become more socially mobile. But being more socially mobile is not allowing them to be socially mobile. The system prevents them from being socially mobile. 20 years ago almost, I volunteered for an organisation called Groundwork Birmingham as their, I don't know what I was really, I was more like a person that tried to show the public and the people that we were trying to improve their social mobility, what the work of Groundwork was. But Groundwork is still in existence today, still trying to make people socially mobile. And they couldn't do it then, and they can't do it now. They had to apply for funding in order to pay the wages to help people work in groundwork for people to improve their lives. But it never happened. I am a typical example of not being able to become socially mobile. I went to events at Birmingham City Council, took photographs, reported on what was going to happen and what was happening in the area of social mobility and equality, without at the time realising that there was barriers to social mobility. And in a way, the only way that I found out was when the CEO of Groundwork Birmingham offered my job, the job that I was doing, to somebody else. A job that I was doing free, for nothing, volunteering. And they offered that job to somebody with a wage of £28,000, and that was 20 years ago. So more or less 20 years ago. Let's say 18 years ago, when I left Groundwork Birmingham. And I left Groundwork Birmingham because they wanted me to work with a person that was being paid £28,000 to help him in his job to do the things that I was doing already. But that prevented me from being socially mobile. And when I left Groundwork Birmingham, the CEO actually apologised for not helping me find the right sort of employment that was suitable for me. And then a few months after I'd left, he contacted me and asked me if I'd go back and help this person out again, and I said, no thank you. And that was the end of my period with Groundwork Birmingham. But the thing is, these people, these politicians, they're all trapped in a cave of their human development. They're all trapped in the system that, in effect, controls them, just as it controls the person at the bottom of the system. And the only way that humanity as a whole, let alone our nation, our United Kingdom, can become not socially mobile, but reach a level of equality. They can't reach the level of equality because the system is designed to have inequality as part of it. Not everybody can be at the top of the social mobility tree. And that is just the way the system operates. These people just can't see it. They think that they can cure inequality and social mobility by funding endeavours to create equality and remove the barriers that prevent social mobility. I hope this is making some sort of sense to you, but I very much doubt it, because you too are trapped in a cave of human despair, really. I called it the crud cave at one time. And that's where it is. While we remain in a global system that guarantees inequality, the monetary economic system, there will always be inequality, because the system is incapable of having the same amount of wages for everybody, because there have to be the haves and the have-nots in this system. And these people, these politicians, just can't grasp that there is no escape for the people at the bottom of the social mobility tree.
Only so much people can take. What is so heartbreaking is that Lee was once the heart of the Industrial Revolution and the soul of the country.
Change
the mills not only provided
their
employment, they provided community.
human condition
and industry were at the foundation of our
is to step out of the system that they're in.
Together. The success of our towns were
no amount of funding is going to cure
the closure of our mills, factories,
the human condition that we all exist in. These politicians exist in a different human condition to what I exist in. But it's all that human condition that I'm in and the human condition that they are in is the system. It's not a human condition that says we have good and evil. The human condition goes much deeper than good and evil, because it's the system that creates the good and the evil. It's the way that we manage that system that is both good and evil. And the only way that we can have an evolution of social mobility is to come out of the cave and that system that we're all trapped in ongoing, because the phone's ringing. And so, to sum it all up, inequality and social mobility are two different things. Inequality has always been a part of the human condition, and social mobility is a lie. All that they can do, these politicians, is to say, oh, we'll do our best to make social mobility a little bit better than what it was before. But we can't cure it. We can't make everybody equal, because that's impossible. But they're not going to admit to that, are they? They're just going to carry on doing the same old thing. And you lot are just going to carry on being lied to all of the time, forever and ever. Amen.